No one likes to think about it, much less talk about it, but ultimately the pull of the Grim Reaper is unavoidable. Or is it? Get out of here, you dang Reaper. The only thing you're killing is the vibes.
Oh, man.
Like a lot of people, I've had a few brushes with death that made me think, phew, can't believe I got out of that one. It makes me wonder, what's the normal amount of near-death experiences? I think the ideal number is 0, but humans are squishy meat bags. You eat one wrong thing and it's lights out, man. In some ways, it's incredible that many of us make it as long as we do. And boy, does this first story attest to that. Any theme park buff has probably been to Disney World at some point, and I love theme parks. The rides, the elaborate sets, the overpriced food, the kitschy gift shops, the constant threat of danger. The thing that makes it fun is that it's manufactured danger, enough to give you a spike of adrenaline without actually putting you in any real risk. At least, that's the way it's supposed to work. I have no problems going on a roller coaster or a drop tower, but one ride I will never go on again is one of those log flumes. Why is that, you ask? Well, when I was 8 or 9, my dad decided I was old enough to go on Splash Mountain. We went to Disney World a lot growing up, and that was the big kid ride I had my eyes set on for a long time. Quick side note, I know Disney families sometimes get a bad rap, and I would just like a second to clear the air. Yeah, sure, being adventurous is awesome. Go experience other cultures, climb the Swiss Alps, run with the bulls in Spain, spend a year studying abroad in Japan. But sometimes you don't want new. Sometimes you want comfort. For my family, it was a reprieve from the chaos of our normal lives. Still is. So I get that maybe it's not the cool place to have a vacation. It's not some crazy exotic delicacy. It's grilled cheese. But you know what? I love grilled cheese. Freaking sue me, dude. All right, rant over. So anyways, there I was, about to gently drift through a colorful southern bayou along with happy-go-lucky Br'er Rabbit as he looks for his laughing place. My adventure would take me through several tunnels filled with hundreds of adorable animal animatronics. All of this building up to the grand 5-story drop that was gonna give me that sweet, sweet adrenaline fix I need. This should be great, right? Wrong! It was totally not great. So not great. Stupid rabbit! You could have warned me. So we finally go through the line and strap into the raft. Only the strap is a big bar that's lowered on top of the passengers to keep them from falling out of the ride. Normally this would be fine, but I was so small it didn't fit in the slightest and I kept sliding around on the seat. No big deal, this is a kid's ride, right? What could possibly happen? There's relaxing country music and cute, cuddly woodland creatures, and by that I mean totally uncanny and Terminator-esque sentient soul-sucking robots. Think Five Nights at Freddy's, but even scarier. Literally, there's a part of the ride where demonic laughter guides you into the eternal blackness of the laughing place. Turns out Br'er Rabbit's laughing place is my nightmare place. All of the animals are getting stung by bees, the music distorts into an unholy chorus of hell angels, my dad is hyperventilating, the sadistic fox is torturing his victims with an evil in its eyes that I have never witnessed before. All in all, cool ride. Look, I could handle all that though. This would just become suppressed nightmares for later. That's what therapy is for. The bar though, that gosh darn bar. If it wasn't for my dad's gigantic quads, it probably would have kept me secure. Ah! I knew that my butt was supposed to stay on the seat for the entire ride, so this was a problem. I started clinging to the bar for dear life. Every single dip threatened to plunge me into the water. My dad noticed and reached over to hold me down, which was good because I could tell we were getting closer to the big drop. We slowly started to rise up a mighty incline. At the top was a single bunny, tied up, confused, hopeless, afraid, much as I was. I saw all 8 years of my life flash before my eyes, but most of it was watching cartoons and eating candy, so that was sort of anticlimactic. Then we entered the light at the end of the tunnel. Usually a beacon of hope, but in my case, an invitation from the Almighty. You know how when you go on a log flume ride, the centrifugal force makes it feel like you're lifting from the seat? I felt that, but the difference is I was actually about to fly out of the ride and into the abyss. My dad and I held onto each other and screamed our heads off for the entire drop. When we finally splashed down and safely coasted to the end of the ride, even little 8-year-old me knew I just narrowly avoided death by log flume. Even better, I got a picture of it. Good times. Now I'll always remember my first traumatic near-death experience.
I mean, cool story, dog, but I don't know if that was your closest encounter with death.
I'm getting to those. And what are you still doing here? Get out!
Okay, jeez. I'm just trying to kill some time is all. Get it?
Anyway, if you didn't think that last story was high stakes enough, then buckle up, buddy. But actually buckle up, unlike me on Splash Mountain. I had not just one, but 2 near-death experiences at Bible camp. I guess it's not the worst place to die since you're supposed to be closer to the big guy in the sky or whatever, but it made me terrified of pools and puddles for years to come. Let me explain. So I have this friend, Lizzie, and she's fun. But fun in the sort of, I better be nice to her or I might end up in a ditch on the side of the highway someday kind of way. Definitely a chaotic neutral character, if you know what I mean. She was into pulling pranks like toothpaste and Oreos, water buckets on doors, dry ice bombs in the mailbox. You know, classic pranks everybody does, except for decent human beings that aren't psychopaths. One day we were standing by the pool when a chicken fight broke out. If you don't know what a chicken fight is, it's a battle of strength, determination, and balance. Players get on their teammates' shoulders. The bottom person is the vehicle, moving the top player, aka the attacker, around. The attacker would need to knock down or separate opposing teams. I've always wondered about the origin of this strange ritual. Is it because when you sit on someone's shoulders, the two of you combined look like a rotisserie chicken? That can't be it. It makes no sense. Just look at this schematically. But I digress. The point is, I got shoved in that pool faster than I could say, please don't shove me in that pool. It was complete and utter mayhem. Lizzie immediately jumped onto my shoulders. A curious decision, all things considered, as I wasn't tall enough to stand in the pool water, even on my tippy toes. I don't know how long I was under there, but it felt like forever. My lungs were going to explode. I knew it wasn't much longer before I had to take a big breath of pool water, which isn't to be mistaken for regular water. You see, pool water is 70% urine and 30% chlorine, a deadly concoction. Suddenly, my survival instinct kicked in, and in a feat of Herculean strength, I threw Lizzie off of me and emerged from the water, victorious. I've never appreciated fresh air more in my entire life. Lizzie thought it was hilarious, because of course she did. Little did I know, it was only the first time that week that Lizzie's chaos would almost get me killed.
That's kind of messed up, not gonna lie. Doesn't sound like a healthy relationship. It's important to know when to cut people out of your life if they don't care about your well-being.
I know. Lizzie and I drifted apart in the end anyway. After we went to different colleges, Why am I telling you this? I thought I asked you to leave.
Slow day. Plus, now I'm invested in the story. I need to see how it ends.
Okay, fine. Getting back to my final near-death experience. So back at Bible camp, the very same week that I nearly drowned in the pool, there was a crazy storm outside. Rain, thunder, lightning, you know the drill. Lizzie and I had to get from our cabin to the gym across the parking lot for a team building event. Easy on a sunny day, but...
I see where this is going. Did you know that there's a 1 in 500,000 chance of being struck by lightning? It's more common than you might think.
Oh my god, would you let me finish?
Sorry.
Anyway, the counselors were driving the other campgoers to the gym, one group at a time, and I thought we should wait until it came back since the storm was really kicking up. But Lizzie said, it's just a little rain and a little thunder. It's fine. It's fine sounded like a pretty good argument to my underdeveloped 15-year-old brain. I mean, she really overemphasized the fine part. So we trudged onward into the storm, oblivious to the obvious signs of danger. We got maybe 10 feet out the door when... The lightning didn't strike us, but it did strike the street light in the same puddle we were standing in. Well, that's what it would look like in a cartoon. In reality, it looked a lot less cool. Basically, you black out for a minute and your muscles take a fiver. Then you head to the hospital and torment your parents with medical bills. Whee!
Are you listening to that?
I know, right?
Dude, admit it. I almost had you.
Well, those were all the times I narrowly avoided death, and hopefully the last. I look forward to living a long, healthy life.
We'll see about that.
I made it through the most deadly week of Bible camp in history. Actually, something weird I just noticed is that all of my stories involve water. An artificial theme park river, a pool, a big ol' puddle. So I guess the moral of the story is, water is out to get me? But that's no excuse not to stay hydrated. Remember to drink 8 glasses a day, everyone. At least if you want to keep this guy away.
Yeah. But this was fun. I had a great time. Maybe next episode we can talk about...
Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Oh, and also, feel free to request other stories you'd like to hear, because there's definitely more to come. Thank you. Bye.